Welcome to round 6 of the FIA WTCR. We're at the Slovakia ring just outside the capital of the country, Bratislava. A mix of fast and flowing sections with some tight elements. Lots of overtaking opportunities on one of Europe's newest racetracks. It's almost always sweltering at the Slovakia ring. This year is no exception. Qualifying and racing means that the tyres will be absolutely critical, and a good grid spot will be vital. Qualifying session for race 1 ended with major disappointment for 3 Hyundai i30N drivers, disqualified because they were running excessive boost pressure. Ivan Muller, Norbert Michaelis and Ted Björk all excluded from qualifying. Start from the back of the grid for race 1. Pepe Oriola arrived in Slovakia with a very light Cupra Leon. The Spaniard managed 3rd place after the Hyundai drivers were disqualified, hoping to keep his title chances alive. A good result will definitely help. Fast Peugeot 308 of Aurélien Comte showing great pace in Slovakia. He's already a race winner this season and will be a contender again. But one Hyundai driver was not excluded, Gabriele Tarquini, the early season championship leader. It's his 3rd pole of the season, and with Ivan Muller at the back of the grid, the Italian has a great opportunity to fight back in the title race. Gabriele Tarquini on the DHL pole position for the first race of the WTCR 6th race weekend in Slovakia. Pepe Oriola lining up in 3rd place, with Aurélien Comte on the front row of the grid in the Peugeot 308. Peugeot a winner in Zandvoort. Gabriele Tarquini with 3 race wins in the first 2 weekends, and then a slump. Green lights are go. Great start from the 2nd row from Esteban Guerrieri and Pepe Oriola, but leaping into the lead, Aurélien Comte. Gabriele Tarquini's normally lightning starts eluding him. Jean-Carl Vernet on the extreme left goes by Guerrieri, looking for 2nd. He's inside, but he's 3rd ahead of Oriola. Tarquini on the outside also goes by Guerrieri. Benjamin Lessen challenging for a spot as well. Rob Huff and Mehdi Benani, after the disaster that was their Villarreal race weekend, where both cars were wrecked at the beginning of the first race, now the heaviest cars in the field because of their pace in the last few race weekends. Gabriele Tarquini fighting back after that disappointing start. Everybody hustling down towards the first big braking area at turn 3. And then sweeping through the tight infield section, Jean-Carl Vernet out very wide. Oriola leading, he's grabbed the position from Aurélien Comte, and here comes Jean-Carl Vernet. Long late lunge, he's going to go the long way round the outside. Will he take 2nd place? Can he get inside Oriola? He can't. There's a little bump there from Comte, but Vernet is up to 2nd in the Audi. And that's a really strong start from JK. Trouble in the pit lane.
What happened? I did a very good start. I look at my mirrors, clear in the mirrors. So I just I overtook at the start Tarquini and Oriola, and then I see Oriola coming again back, a lot of more speed. So I tried to kind of cut the air side by side. And then I look again at my mirrors and I had Vernet on my side. And I lost a lot of speed coming out from turn 1, and everybody started to overtake me. And then turn 3, it was a mess, side by side with one car, and I broke suspension, unfortunately.
Towards the tail of the field, Ted Björk starting to move up the order. He goes by Rob Huff, so too does Frederik Vervish, looking back from Mehdi Benani, who's also gone by Huff. All these drivers out of the points at the moment. Little further forward, Fabrizio Giovanardi in 6th ahead of Tom Coronel in 7th. And here is the battle. Bernani and Björk has got by him. Vervish in front of Huff, but not for long. Vervish off the track, and the safety car is scrambled. Going green at the beginning of lap 7, Pepe Oriola ahead of Jean-Carl Vernet. Gabriele Tarquini, a bit of damage on Aurélien Comte's car in 4th place. He's ahead of Jan Erlaché and Fabrizio Giovanardi in 6th place in the Alfa Romeo. Giovanardi with a brand new teammate this weekend, the 2nd Mulsanne car, now driven by ex-single-seater ace Kevin Chekon. Black and white flag for car number 74 for start procedures. That's Campos Racing's Pepe Oriola. Oriola with the race lead, does not need penalties. Starting to stretch away fractionally from Jean-Carl Vernet. Tarquini in 3rd, can't stay with them. And Giovanardi by Jan Erlaché. Fabrizio Giovanardi up to 5th position. This by far the strongest showing we've seen from the Alfa Giulietta all season. Further back, Matto Homola with Norbert Naj. And here come the two Ivar Muller Racing Hyundais, Ted Björk and Ivar Muller. And Muller's gone by. Squeezes alongside Matto Homola. Homola on his home track in the Peugeot. He's had some strong races before. And in the pits is Norbert Mikulits. He's out of the race. Looking towards Matto Homola. Ted Björk now looking to try and get by. And those wing extensions on the Peugeot flapping on both cars. Matto Homola from contact with Muller. His teammate Aurélien Comte further up the field. Comte in 4th place as Pepe Oriola heads to the checkered flag. Victory for the Spaniard. Vernet in 2nd, Tarquini in 3rd. And Pepe, who's had a slew of podium finishes, now grabs his 1st win. Aurélien Comte, fractions of a second in front of Fabrizio Giovanardi in the best race for the Alfa Giulietta all season long. Delight for Pepe Oriola as he claims his 1st win of the season.
The car was fantastic. We had new tires. We saved some yesterday in qualifying, which it paid off. And after the safety car, I was a little bit worried because I pushed a lot in the beginning, so I used some part of the tires, but I managed to open a new gap again. Really happy for my sponsors, for Cupra, to give the first brand win in our World Touring Car Championship.
Ready for race 2 in the Slovakia ring. The top 10 from qualifying reversed, and it is a sensational DHL pole position for Hungary's Norbert Naj ahead of Gabriele Tarquini, Benjamin Lessen and Frederick Vervish. But Tom Coronel's car is in the pit lane after a broken suspension on the formation lap. Away we go. This time a better start from Gabriele Tarquini. Ivar Muller's away quick, so is Benjamin Lessen. Norbert Naj is going to be swallowed up here if he's not careful. Tarquini's got the inside line. Can the Hungarian in the Cupra hang on? They are side by side. It's nearly 4 wide behind. Looking back from Jean-Carl Vernet. Naj is still there with Tarquini, but Tarquini with the inside line in corner 1. Naj is still with him as they go over the rise, heading down to the super fast corner 2. Tarquini with the inside. Naj has to give way. There's not enough room for him to get the wide line around the outside, but he's still pushing. 3rd place, Ivar Muller. 4th, Frederick Vervish, who's having a really strong weekend in terms of pace. Jan Erlaché down the inside of Aurélien Comte. And Erlaché moving up 2 places on the opening lap. Fabrizio Giovanardi getting a push, getting a bump around the outside as well. Giovanardi holds on inside, and Matto Homola loses a place to Ted Björk. Björk in the number 11 white Hyundai comes through. Giovanardi now under pressure from the Swede, and Giovanardi's left rear fender is already damaged from that contact. But Giovanardi hanging on. Now Björk under pressure. He's on the defensive. Matto Homola comes sweeping around the outside and trying to get by as well. Car number 21, Aurélien Panis. Panis all over the back of him. But he's not alone. There is Kevin Chekon in the 2nd Alfa Romeo. Chekon trying to find a way through. Matto Homola battling with Ted Björk. Giovanardi's car looking a right mess on that left rear. Through goes Björk. He gets the best of Homola this time. Giovanardi in 88. Trying to cling on. It's all arms and elbows. Björk dives through on the inside. Now Matto Homola trying to attack. John Philippi under pressure from Fredrik Verbisch. And Jean-Carl Vernet bounces across the grass. With Aurélien Panis. Vernet right in front. Shedden right in front, in fact. And problems. Off goes Vernet. And looks as though he's boiled his brakes. Battle for 10th place. Jan Erlechet and Norbert Mikelic. Norbert still suffering with that damaged wrist from Villarreal. That's why he pulled out of race 1. He was out of the points and decided his wrist needed all the help it could get. So Norby moves by Jan Erlechet. Aurélien Comte defending against Nathaniel Berton. This is the battle for 11. Ted Björk a little further back. And Norbert Mikelic on the inside. Esteban Guerrieri clinging on. Jan Erlechet right behind. Fantastic action here in the Slovakia ring. Halfway through the race. This is the battle between the Hyundai and the two Hondas. Guerrieri with a little lock-up. Through goes Norby. Gabriele Tarquini, his teammate, romping away out front. Victory for the Italian, his 4th win of the season. Norbert Nagy in 2nd, Ivan Muller in 3rd. Tarquini won 3 races in the first 2 race weekends. It's taken him another 11 races to grab that 4th victory.
We had some water leaking, but the mechanics make miracles, because I think, okay, radiator is falling water, so I must stop after 2 laps and whatever. No, don't worry. We put an old system like you are, and it's work. But great, I mean, great win, and it's make something different, because I remember this win. I never had this problem on the grid, and I solved it.
Final race in Slovakia ring, and again, hot track conditions means tyre life will be critical. DHL pole sitter is Norbert Mikelic. Ivan Muller in 4th place on the grid behind Esteban Guerrieri. Aurélien Comte on the outside of the front row, again on pace, having got through to Q3, but it is Norby who starts on pole. Red lights on, and away we go for the final time in Slovakia. Norbert Mikelic closes down Aurélien Comte as quickly as possible, just like Gabriele Tarquini had to do with Norbert Nagy in race 2. And it is Mikelic who leads, but Ivan Muller challenging in 3rd. Fredrik Verbisch sweeps out wide into turn 1, goes around Pepe Oriola, tries to get around the outside of the Honda as well. Can't get by. Esteban Guerrieri under pressure now from Oriola on the inside. They're 3 wide, and Guerrieri loses out to Oriola and to Verbisch, who also goes by the Spaniard. He's up to 4th place. Great start from Fredrik Verbisch. Norbert Mikelic leads. Ivan Muller inside Aurélien Comte for 2nd, and here comes Verbisch, the Audi, lightning fast early on, going to make it 3 wide into the hairpin, and trouble behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars off backwards. Well, the yellow flags will fly, but the leaders are still on their way. It's Norbert Mikelic from Ivan Muller, Aurélien Comte and Fredrik Verbisch, then Fabrizio Giovanardi up to 5th place. And who survived? Well, there are Huff and Benani, and there's a lot of damage. That is Nathaniel Berton, and that looks like the end of his race. Will we see the safety car, or can everybody get moving? No, everybody can't get moving. Tarquini's missing a wheel for a start. There's Giovanardi and Björk and Chekon, and there's Tom Coronel in the yellow car. Yellow flags flying, full course yellow, no overtaking for Ted Björk. Everybody slows down to 80 kilometers an hour. And let's pick the bones out of this one.
Somebody sideways in the corner 2. We was approaching the corner 3 quite slow. Somebody from behind was joining hands. And I received a small push just before the braking. I lost the braking point. I lost the setup of the car. And I hit, I think, Lessness in front of me, and he lost control and he hit some other cars.
I was very disappointed because I did a fantastic start. I think I could fight top 5 today, maybe podium. We had a good pace in the race yesterday. And unfortunately, like almost every races, I don't know what the officials are doing, but honestly, they have really to do something because every races, someone hit me like hell on the back. You can see my car is destroyed completely, so I was hit by 2 times.
Well, so here we are on board with Yann Erlaché, and it all breaks loose. Erlaché just about avoids the drama and rejoins. But it doesn't stop after everybody's got through. There's Gordon Shedden's car being spat off. There's your wild card, or one of them, Andrej Studenic in his Volkswagen Golf. Hit a fool in the other wild card. On board with Tom Coronel, finding his way through on the inside as everything shoots off stage left. And with John Philippi, a big hit from behind. And he was in the gravel with no chance of rejoining. Safety car out to clear everything up. We've lost Berton, Verne, Tarquini, Philippi, Lesen and Guerrieri. Gabriele Tarquini judged to be responsible for the crash. He'll have a 5-place grid drop in Ningbo. And there is Ivan Muller out of the race before we even get to the restart. As we go green once more, it's Norbert Mikulits out front from Aurélien Comte. And here comes Fabrizio Giovanardi. Can he put an Alfa on the podium? He's got to pass Frederik Vervisch and then hang on. Can't get by the Audi, but he is challenging for the podium. What on earth happened to poor Ivan Muller?
Good start, P2 after the first corner or second corner, and unfortunately after the safety car I lost a wheel. I don't know what it happened exactly, but something broke on the front left. That was an opportunity to take the leadership back, but yeah, never mind, that will be for next race.
Very sanguine about it all, battle for 4th place. Frederik Vervisch, and then Fabrizio Giovanardi. Ted Björk with a head of steam, and behind him Kevin Chekon in the other Alfa. Here comes Björk inside Gio, down into the braking area. Giovanardi hanging on the inside, and it's a 2-car train as Chekon tries to close up on his teammate. Kevin Chekon, part of the World Touring Car paddock for a couple of years in support races in single-seaters. Giovanardi hangs on. He knows how to race a touring car. Chekon is learning fast. Ted Björk knows as well, the reigning World Touring Car champion. Rami Pooch watching from the garage. Yann Erlaché across the grass on the inside of Rob Huff. He gets a tag. Denis Dupont goes by Huff. And here's how it all started. Huff rubs inside Guerrieri, who then gives him a love tap back, and then runs out of room as Huff holds the line. Yann Erlaché in the pit lane, grass in the radiator, he's been off and the car is overheating. Battle between Ted Björk and Fabrizio Giovanardi. Giovanardi, a multiple touring car champion, could do with Ted Björk leaving him alone so he can attack Vervisch for 3rd, but Björk's got ideas in that way. And a drive-through penalty for Rob Huff for causing a collision. Ted Björk in front of the Alfa, so he's up to 4th. And Huff, another drive-through, is not having a great season. Battle for 3rd now. Frederik Vervisch in the Audi. Ted Björk in the white Hyundai. He's got the tight line on the inside. Nudges the Audi out of the way. And he is through. Vervisch, though, trying to fight back. Giovanardi's dropped down the order. Chekon now in 6th. Ted Björk flapping bits of bodywork. Vervish back in front. Björk's going to have to work very hard for this one. Fredrik Vervish in third place, does not want to give it up. Last lap of the race, Michelet leads, Aurélien Comte in second. Can Fredrik Vervish finish on the podium?
It was crazy from driver's point of view, you know, starting 18th and then just full-on fight the whole race and maybe up to third place. You know, I have thought now, but they will check the finish. It was so close to the Audi. I cannot say who is first, so let's see what happens between us, but mental race.
Hugely tight behind, but Norbert Michelet's out front, claims victory ahead of Aurélien Comte, and then the battle for third. It's a drag race out of the final corner. Vervish versus Björk, and the nod goes to Fredrik Vervish by a fraction. Peter Fool in the wild card in fifth place, ahead of Kevin Chekon in his first race weekend. Great result for both men. Giovanardi in seventh, ahead of Tom Coronel, Pepe Oriola and Zolt Szabo in his Cupra TCR. Well, a great race weekend for the Alphas, but an important win for Norbert Michelet.
I really wanted this win, and I gave it everything from the first moment. It's for all the people who have helped me to come this far. Of course, it's a race win, but it's maybe the most important one of my career, because I was struggling so far this season, and I really hope that this is the turning point for me.
So Gabriele Tarquini back in the lead of the championship by a whopping 3 points from Ivan Muller. Norby in third, 5 ahead of Jan Erlaché. Jean-Carl Vernet ahead of Tjed Björk, and BRC Racing ahead of YMR. The two Hyundai teams at the top, separated by 10 points. All-Inkle Munich Motorsport in third. And that is it for the moment. The European race weekends are done, and now we start to traverse the globe. Summer holiday times for the teams and drivers, but the cars are on their way to the Far East. That's it from Slovakia Ring, from the WTCR. Next time we see you, we will be in China.